Hey guys, Ninja25 here, and today I'm going to be doing a couple of mod reviews. Well, just two, but normally I'm going to start doing mod reviews, but I'm only going to do one per day. I'm doing two because I was planning to do some over Christmas break, which is to me the last day is today for Christmas break, but I didn't get a chance to because I was down at my dad's, so I'm doing kind of like a double mod type thing, but it's not going to be all the time. But we're going to do the Lycanite's mobs mod review today. And it adds in 3 different Newton mobs. One spawns in the swamp. There's like several in each one, but some spawn in the swamp, some spawn in the desert, and some spawn in the nether. Some of these, I think, are ones that just spawn in the swamp, but they drop food, and you can make little weapons out of their some of their drops. And I'm using a texture pack, by the way, so if things look a little bit funky, I'll explain what this is. This is rotten flesh, by the way, if you can't already tell. Yeah, rotten flesh. Anyways, let's get started by looking at some of these mobs. We're going to start with the swamp mobs first. And first, yeah, I'm not peaceful. First, we're going to start with the ghoul zombie, and I forgot to grab a sword. Diamond sword. Looks really cool in this texture pack, by the way. Sorry, look at this. That's an awesome looking sword. Anyways, we got the ghoul zombie first of all. This is your normal average zombie, acts everything similar, it just looks like this, burns in daylight, has 15 health, and he will do everything normal zombie does, but he spawns in a swamp. Yeah. And he drops, let's see what does he drop? He drops 1 death, sometimes he drops coal, and I think 1 to 2 rotten flesh. Yeah, it's a cool zombie. Now we have the dweller. I know this thing looks ugly, and believe me, it is. What this thing is actually a river monster type thing. Out of water, eventually it will start to die. So I'm just going to let it die. But in water, it will continue to thrive. It can survive out of water for a little while, but it has to go back to the water or it will start to die. And you actually probably see it going towards the water. Yep, see there it goes. It takes away 2 health every time it's not in water. It's going to put out his misery. And he drops fish when he does. He drops about 1 to 5 fish, I think it was. Yeah. Next up, we got the Eaton, and this guy is only one face a mother could love. Well, only 2 faces a mother could love. Look how big this thing is. I mean, seriously, look. Shoot, I'm in wrong view mode. Come here, you. Look how big this thing is. My God. And he's got this ugly looking face. He's got 60 freaking health and 2 swords. Or 2 clubs, whatever. Sheesh. It took him forever just to do. Oh, that's right, he dropped a lot of stuff. Yeah, 8 damage with the diamond sword, but it takes him forever to die. But what he drops is 2 coal, 2 mushrooms, leather, oak, some kind of wood, logs, and both types of mushrooms. So yeah, that's what he drops. Next up is the lurker. Oh gosh. Okay, that thing did not teleport. Believe it or not, it's still here. It is just invisible. You can see the little hitting coming off. It just died, but it was still invisible. See, it just vanishes. It's really right there still, but you just can't see it. Like, now you can see it, because, see, it just died right there. And it drops leather and string when it dies. It's kind of like a spider, but it can go invisible, so it's kind of hard to see when it attacks you. This one is the eye wig, and it looks like a spider with an eyeball. This thing actually shoots like a poisonous beam, and I'll show you what one of the weapons is the same thing this thing does, and you get the mob drop from it to make that weapon. But this thing shoots out a very poisonous beam, and it makes sounds like a cricket. So whenever you hear this thing, you know this thing is nearby. It's got 20 health, and it drops more string and spider eyes. Yeah. Now we got the Aspid, and man, this thing is fast. Gosh. This thing right here, believe it or not, it may look harmless, but it leaves a noxious trail of fumes behind it. Only has 10 health, but it's supposed to leave a noxious trail of fumes behind it. Let me go into game mode. Let me go into survival and see what happens. Oh yeah, see now it's coming after me. It should. Oh gosh, yeah. See, it poisons you. I forgot it poisons you. It gives you a few poison and it drops raw aspid meat we can actually eat. I'm gonna go back to game mode. Yeah, you can actually cook the stuff, some of these things, and eat it. Game mode 1, and I'll show you all that stuff in a minute. Now we have this little thing. It's like a winged serpent bat type thing. It's called a remora, but I don't know how to pronounce that, but it looks like this. It shoots poison at you, and it flies. So you might, oh, and it drops slime balls. You might want to take a bow and arrow to that thing. Or, of course, it might come down and attack you. There was actually a couple of these mobs you could ride. I think it was the lurker and the earwig. Oh no, you can tame the lurkers by feeding them a fermented spider eye. And you can feed them cooked chicken. Later on, they'll be cooked aspid meat once aspids are added, which are that purplish thing. You can feed them cooked aspid meat lurkers, those little invisible vanishing things. Eyewigs, you can actually tame and mount these things. You gotta feed them poisonous glands, though. Can't remember where you get poisonous glands from. But anyways, that's the poisonous gland right there. That one right there. But you gotta feed lurkers that. And I actually may get one of those. Hold on a second. Sorry, I had to answer a text. But I'll get one of those out and actually tame a eywig and show you what I mean. Let's see. Poison gland emits a poisonous gas when squeezed, and I'll show you what it does. Oh, can't do it. Okay. You just. Oh, see, look. He's following me because he knows I have his favorite food. Oh, look. Now he's my eywig. Yay. And let's get a saddle. And yeah, now we can ride him. If he comes back here. Look at that. Oh yeah. Riding an eywig. You don't have to control with anything. You just sit on him and move around with the regular controls. And it goes pretty fast. And I think it crawls up 1 to 2 it crawls up high walls. So you can actually climb mountains with this thing pretty easily. It does jump. But yeah. I don't think you can make it shoot its laser. I think you just ride it around very fast. I mean, look how fast this thing goes. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him here because I don't think he'll kill me now that I'm in his master. No, he won't kill me. Sweet. I am now his master. But I'm gonna change it to daylight so I don't die from anything else. I'm just gonna let him run around and do whatever he wants to. Oh wait, no, I might want to go back. Yeah, now I'm gonna show you the rest of these mobs. Sorry this is taking so long. There's a lot of mobs in this. But it is all worth it because it's pretty cool. Okay, next up we have the desert mobs. These will only spawn in the desert biome and at night. Yeah. Okay, first we got the crypt zombie. Oh crap, I forgot. Shoot, I was going to stay just like this. But this is the crypt zombie. This thing is very deadly. It's like a normal zombie, except he don't burn in daylight. And he has 30 health. So, yeah. Wish eyewigs fought for you when they tamed him. He could probably implement that. Make them, eyewigs, once they're tamed, they fight for you like a dog would. But, yeah, those drop 2 rotten flesh upon killed. This is the Krusk. Oh, crap, I forgot this thing was huge. I forgot about this thing. This thing burrows in the ground and attacks you. Apparently it's not doing it here because it's not in the desert, but shoot, I forgot about this thing. Back off, 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 back off. Shoot. Okay, now I'm probably not gonna, yeah. This is the Great Krusk, and this thing will bury in the desert and sneak attack you. You can see it when it moves in the desert, but it's pretty big and pretty nasty. I actually forgot about this one. It scared me half to death. It's got 60 health, and it drops clay. 12 clay. I think 1 of 12 clay when it dies. Now we have the Clink. And this thing is really creepy looking. It sounds like Predator from the Predator or Alien from the Predator vs. Alien movies. And see that little thing on its claw right there? That actually is a weapon that will come out both ends, and they will attack you. And you can actually kill these things and get their little they drop iron, and this little weapon you can actually use to so look at the sheep, die sheep. You can throw this thing and it'll hurt mobs. I don't know how much damage it deals, but it kills sheep pretty quickly. So yeah, I will show you all these weapons and stuff once I get done with showing you all the mobs. Now we have, oh, that was already showed that. Now we have the joust. This thing, believe it or not, is actually passive until you attack it. But it's to that red egg right there next to the one I spawned the joust. These things have a chance of, I'll show you what this is. These things have a chance of spawning Joust Alpha, which is much bigger. These things will attack you on sight. So you can actually have a farm of these things, but once a Joust Alpha is around, it will pretty much attack you, and they have a chance of spawning these guys. They have 40 health, and they're pretty nasty. They also drop raw Joust meat. I'm just going to kill this guy, because he is... Yeah, they have a chance of spawning one of those Joust Alphas, and they're pretty deadly. Next, we have Aripid. Oh, this thing is actually, I think, another one of those you can tame. Hold on, let me look it up. Aripid. Yeah, you can tame and mount this thing. Gold Nugget. Can be tamed using gold nuggets as bait. They don't like unnatural ingots and heal by feeding them cooked joust meat. So let's grab some gold. Gold nuggets. Oh, there we go, gold nuggets. Let's feed him some of these gold nuggets. Oh, yep, now he's my irritated thing. Let's get up a saddle. Put it on this guy, and look, now we can ride him. Come here. Yeah. These things are pretty fast too. Not as fast as the iWig, but they're still pretty good. They can climb 1 block high walls too, so very useful for scaling terrain. If your normal horse mount seems a little bit boring and you want some pretty cool monster mounts, make sure to put them down and try to tame these things first. What happened to my iWig? Oh, he's over here. There he's over here. But you can have some pretty cool monster mounts. Yeah. Looks awesome. I know, right? But he's got 40 health, and I'm going to kill him just so you know when he drops. I'm sorry, man. I gotta do this. Your sacrifice will be great. Die. Yeah. Oh, it makes a really good sound. He drops, what does he drop? He drops iron ore, some flint, and this little mud shot charge. You can throw it at your enemies, also can be fired from dispensers. And I'll show you, you can actually make a staff out of this mud shot charge and use it to, hurt people, and I'll show you about that in a minute. Now we have, let's see, Gorgamite. Oh, this thing is really, looks like a rock, almost. It's got 5 health, but, I can't remember what it does. I'm just gonna go in the, let's see, it's following me now. It's pretty freaking fast. Oh crap, I forgot. They spawn, they call numbers to them and they spawn. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. They only have 5 health, but they spawn like an army of these things. Whew. I forgot. These things will spawn more of these things if you don't kill them quick enough. So yeah. Basically, you gotta, when you find one, it starts an infestation basically. And they usually drop sandstone, stone, and flint. And you can see how quickly they are trying to overtake me already. Whew, they are a mob to be reckoned with. I actually forgot what they did until just now. And the last one we have is the Manticore. Now I'm pretty sure you guys all know what Manticores are, but they look a bit different in this mod. They're kind of like that flying snake thing, but they look like this, and man, they are ugly. Yeah, and they fly too, so it'd be best to take it out with a bow, because these things have like 20 health. And he also drops sandstone, flint, and stone from his death. And those are the desert mobs. Okay. And now we move on to the nether mobs. And these things are some pretty freaky mobs. Tell you right now. You got the Belf, which is this thing right here. You can't not ride any of these mobs, so yeah, you just gotta fight these. But this is the Belf. He's got 20 health, and it looks kind of like a humanoid type figure. He drops Netherwort upon death. And next we have the Behemoth, which I think is the Belf is the underling of the Behemoth, and this thing looks like Satan himself. Does he not? I mean, he's really big, he's red, got the hoofs and got the horns. So yeah, he's got 40 freaking health, and I think he sets you on fire. That's right. He walks around, and his little you see that he walks around, and that little green fire follows him around wherever he walks, and you'll get this hellfire charge. And I'll show you what that does in a minute, but you'll get that when you upon death. Now we got Pinky. This thing will go after anything in the Nether. Like in the forums, or the wiki or whatever. It said it has an unsatiable appetite for blood and flesh. I think. Anyways, this thing will just go after anything, including you. So basically, it's evil. But you can actually farm this thing and get cooked pinky meat and raw pinky meat from it. So that is one good thing. You can actually get food from that. Then we have the trite. These are those little brain crabs, or baby brain crabs, and I'll show you where they come from. Because it actually, when you kill a bigger mob, these things actually spawn in numbers. But they drop spider eyes and string. And this is the Asmodee, I think it was. Yeah, this is the thing that those brain crabs spawn from. Looks like a brain in a mechanic suit. He has 80 freaking health and shoots lasers at you, whatever. And yeah, see, upon death, these brain crabs just spawn. So not only have you had to fight these things, but you gotta fight these number of these little things when you kill him. Gosh. That was only usually they spawn a lot more, but he drops iron ingots and 7 redstone upon death. That's the Asmodee. Now we have the Nether Soul. It's like a giant flaming skull, basically. It's pretty wicked looking actually. I actually like there's a lot of good models in this, believe it or not. If you'll stand still, I can show you what it looks like. Yeah, there it is. It's got that little face. This thing's only got 5 health, so she could probably take it out with one good diamond sword swing. And it's snowing, yay, even though it's Christmas. Why did you stop moving? Ah! You are evil. This is why you are an evil thing in the Nether. You are hell incarnate. No, not really. You're just evil. Stop moving. Just taunting me with his. He's taunting me with his body. Oh, missed him. Almost had him. Nope. Come on. I killed one of these things earlier. They're not that hard to kill. I killed one of them earlier. Where'd he go? There he is. Stop moving. I don't really care. That's the Nether Soul, and that thing is just mean and trickery. Last up, we got the Keko Demon, and this thing is, man, is it ugly. It flies too, but this thing is probably easier to hit. But yeah, it looks like it's a just giant floating mouth with one eye. But it's got 40 health on it, and it's pretty nasty. And it drops blaze powder, gunpowder, gas tears, and demonic lightning charges when it dies. That's basically all the mobs and all their drops and stuff, and where they're found and everything. Now we're going to move on to the foods. Oh, hold on, change the day again. Here we have aspid meat and cooked aspid meat, which you get from the aspid, raw joust meat and cooked joust meat, which you get from a joust, and raw and cooked pinky meat. There's only 3 food types, well 6 if you count not cooked and raw, but basically there's only 3 food types in here. But now we get on to the stuff I'm pretty sure you guys have been noticing and really wanting to see. Now we have the weapons. This is the poison staff from the Eyewig. You got the poison ray scepter and the poison gland. So basically, what this remember when I told you about the he fires a beam of poison? That's what it looks like. See, I can shoot that sheep probably over there. Come on, sheep. Doesn't have a very good far radius, but yeah. Hold on a second. Check something, but my brother, doesn't have a very good far radius, but if you get close enough, you can eventually hurt stuff. Actually, where's my pig? I got a pig to test this on. Yeah. Piggy! You will die now, piggy. See, look, it gives the mob poison for 10 seconds, but you can just shoot this thing at it and it'll actually kill it quicker than the poison will. See, look, it has a pretty far radius. You gotta get pretty close, but you can actually hurt anything with it. I don't know what the exact distance is, but it's pretty far. And this is the poison gland dropped by that creature that, which was it? It was one of these. I think it was the aspid. Yeah, it was the aspid. Sometimes it drops this, and you craft this using 6 fermented spider eyes on the side, 2 blaze rods, and a poisonous gland. Yeah. And that gives you the poison ray scepter. Now we have the, what was it called? The venom shot scepter. This is from that flying bat snake thing. It gives you use another poison gland, but instead of using spider eyes, you use rotten flesh and 2 blaze rods and another poison gland, and it does this. Watch this. It shoots this thing out. Yeah. Pretty. Doesn't look very much, but it's actually pretty deadly. You gotta see, it took out that pig in one shot, but you gotta hold it and just use it. Yeah, everything has durability, but it's still pretty good. It one shots piggies. Defenses piggies. Up next is the Doomfire Scepter and the Doomfire Charge. This is from one of those nether mobs I was telling you about. I can't remember which one it was, but you get this little ball right here and 2 blaze rods, and you get to craft a Doomfire Scepter. And I think I gotta be in creative or survival mode to actually use the charge. No, but the scepter, however, shoots little balls that catch stuff on fire. Yeah. Let me see here. Die! So look, sets him on fire and takes away some health. Yeah. That is the Doomfire charge and scepter. Ooh, let's go a bit scratchy. Okay, remember that thing that had the claws you can shoot out? You can actually craft that into a staff, called the Scythe Scepter, and using the throwing scythe. What you do is you take 2 blaze rods and surround that with throwing scythes, which are these things right here, and you can do this. Yeah, it's a lot better than, shoot, oops. Yeah, it'll destroy picture frames, so be very careful. But it's kind of like throwing scythe, except only you won't run out until the durability runs out, so it's a little bit better. And it takes 3 damage and kills Piggy in a couple shots. So yeah. Next we have here the Mud Scepter. This is what I was telling you about that mud ball. It takes a Mud Shot Scepter and a Mud Shot Charge to work. This is the Mud Shot Charge. It just fires a piece of mud out. And the Scepter does this. Just shoots mud balls out. It's kind of, some of these are kind of like the same thing as the charge itself, but they're just like a little bit longer because they have durability and last longer than the thing. This is the Hellfire Scepter and Hellfire Charge. This one does is you hold it and break it. You don't hold it and let it fire. You gotta hold it and let it go for it to fire, like that. Pretty much kills pigs. Most of these scepters, the nether ones, pretty much kill on one shot. This one is the Demonic Lightning Scepter. Does pretty same thing, but a bit different. You take this, and I'll show you that again because you didn't see it because it's too close. There it goes. Yep, that's the Demonic Lightning Scepter. And last one is the, what was this one? Devil Star Scepter. I think this one is actually pretty cool. It does it's just like kind of like a machine gun rapid fire of these little things. Yeah. And I mentioned earlier you can put these things into dispensers. So I have some dispensers set up with each one of the things. So it looks pretty cool when it comes out of the dispenser. That was the Devil Star. This one is the Demonic Lightning. This one is the Doomfire. And I still think the Devil Star is pretty cool. This is the Hellfire. And whatever, usually these things would spawn fire, but since you're in a snowy biome, it's not going to spawn fire. But I still think these things are pretty cool. Yeah, I still like the the Doomfire Devil Star charge the best. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much all there is to this mod review. Oh, we got cooked meat, sweet. Cooked pork chops, sweet. I think it's from one of those shifters. But that's pretty much all there is to the mod review. I'm probably going to release another one today, but I'll have the link to this mod in the description post down below. So if you liked the video and liked my commentary, didn't think I was too bad, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, share, do it, whatever. Just like the video. But I will see you guys later, and I'm out.